Hey everyone, so welcome back to my channel. In last video I talked about what is atheism and more importantly what it isn't. Today I want to continue that discussion and mostly I would like to talk about some person's view about atheism, mainly that isn't atheism a religion in itself. Most people think that well, if you are an atheist you are just following another religion. That is actually hilarious and as stupid as it could be. So why I think like that? See, basically there is no dogma attached with atheism as it is the case with religion. When we talk about atheism, as I discussed in the last video, atheism is simply a lack of belief. It is not a belief in certain system like you believe there is no God or you believe there is no such higher being. Of course, there could be a higher being or a God, as people tell. So, in a religious system, there are a certain requirements, a parameter. There is an authority that says you have to believe in so and so things. And mostly you will find in religious people it is common that they believe in, irrespective of any religion, they believe in almost similar things like life after death, existence of a supreme being that has created the world and the universe, and all they have got is stories, an authority that says that that is the case, this is what our scripture tell us to believe. So there is no such investigation, no scope for investigation in any religious belief system. You are just told to believe what was handed down by previous generations, and they were handed down by their previous generation, so on and so forth. However, in atheism, no one tells you that you shouldn't believe in a God. It's mostly a process by which you arrive at that conclusion. Because in no other areas of life we believe in any such thing without any evidence. Whether we are going to purchase a house, a car, or anything for that matter. First of all, what we do, we investigate. We try to gather as much information as we could. We do not simply believe if someone tells me that, oh look, this car, it gives 50 km per liter mileage. Immediately it will raise suspicion and we will try to investigate more. But in religion, if somebody tells us that there is a higher being that has created all this world, we do not ask the next question, how did that higher being came to be in existence and how did it created the world or the universe? An atheistic worldview doesn't dictate our belief. It doesn't tell us that you shouldn't believe those things. Rather, ask questions, investigate. Like, wouldn't that being who is required to create this world be more complex than the world itself? Then only he would or it would be able to create such a vast universe. And of course the next question arises, that who created that being? And if we get to that, then the next question would be, who created that being, who created the being that created the world? So in my view, atheism is not a religion because it is not a belief system. It is simply an investigative process which could be called skepticism, that is, withholding belief until you find evidence. Not believing in something just because somebody tells us to believe. Now, I have seen many people, both in my real life, such as my family, my friends, and online as well, many strangers. They, I think, only listen to themselves, of course, and do not want to go to the root of any argument. One of my friends once told me that to not believe is also a belief in some kind. Like to not make a decision is also a decision. No, that is not correct. In some cases it might be like what he told me, that if you are required to act sometime and you refuse to act, that is also a decision, like you refuse to act. But it is not totally true. We have seen in the United Nations, when nations vote together on some topic, there are mostly 4 options, like to vote in support, in against, to be absent, and to abstain from voting. And moreover, even if to not make a decision was in fact to have decided in some way, that should not imply that to not believe is a kind of belief. Like if you are not running, then one can't say that, oh, not running is a kind of running. Or if you are not laughing, then oh, not laughing is a kind of laughing. Then how come not believing becomes a belief in itself? Dear friends, we must think about it. So dear viewers, what I mainly want to convey through this video is that there is no kind of belief or dogma attached to atheism. Like, I would seriously like you to tell me any one belief that as an atheist I am supposed to have or I am having. Now, of course, an atheistic person an atheist would believe in many things, but none without any evidence. Like, I believe that the sun is real. I believe that I am real. I am sitting here. But of course, there are plenty of evidence for it. So when I say that I do not believe in anything, of course, I mean that I do not believe in anything that has no evidence for it, or rather evidence contrary to it. So this was what I wanted to convey to all of you. Please think about it. And know, of course, atheism is not a religion. It is the absence or lack of any kind of belief. So that will be all for today. I hope you liked it. And if you liked it, please do click on the like button and subscribe to my channel. Thank you, and see you all in the next video.